truck. Started okay. Coolant is at 0 Celsius. Okay, we're gonna plug in the GPS. Huh? It's good to be back to work. Yeah, see, I always switch on the coolant temperature so I can see, and I start with just 800 RPM because see the pressure, oil pressure is very high when you're cold. And then I usually wait till it's 20 Celsius, which is what, 32 plus 32, like 64 F. Or when the oil pressure goes back to like 60, I increase the RPM. Otherwise, I notice that the engine will start, you know, sneezing. Look at this. I got snow everywhere. I just opened the door and it's still snowing. Just very light snow, but this can be a problem on the back roads. Okay, I'll go check the truck. I wanted to take the cam, but I don't want to get moisture on my GoPro. And then I have to do my logbook. I got to program my GPS, and I'm out of here. Well, the truck is warmed up. It's pretty hot air now, and when it was hot, I had the courage to change into my work clothes. So all I need to do now is program my GPS. And sometimes, you know, with smaller towns, it's a problem because the address they give you they give you one town, but actually for the GPS it has that town in the database under the bigger town name, which is nearby. Sometimes you cannot find it, so we'll see. And this is my first stop. It's the rest area of 401 right next to where I enter the highway. I just stopped here, you know, to get some. And some people were asking. No, I try not to drink coffee, so this is my own herbal tea. I do like a blend of two. It's very tasty and it's no caffeine. I don't need caffeine. I decided just to have one cup in on the weekend. Okay, my GPS found the destination. It's 90 kilometers away, which is what, 55 miles. And well, the girl, I guess she just started the shift at Tim Hortons here. I couldn't get through there, you know. Say a cup of hot water, extra large. And she starts, you know, doing something. I said, it's free. You guys don't charge for this. And I see $2 on the screen on my side. And I said, hot water. So you don't want coffee or tea? I said, extra large cup of hot water, please. I said, can you call somebody if, like, you know, if you cannot get me a cup of water? Well, you can go to that register. I said, no, just a cup of hot water. Okay. Yeah, for some people, you know, a cup of hot water in the morning, it's complicated, you know. So for those people, probably coffee is a good idea, you know. But I'm okay with herbal tea. And what I'm picking up, they told me it's basically a small drill rig, like what I used to hold before, only those were much bigger and mounted on a chassis over like an excavator, right, like with tracks. But this one is just a small one. It's on Ford 550, like, you know, a big diesel truck, like 5 ton, 3 tons, and they just have a small drill on it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to this small town. They were probably doing some work over there, and then I'm just moving it to a different site near Chatham, Kent. So some 2.5 hours away. So that's just my local run for the day, but pays okay. You know, money is good. At least I'm making some money. Let's start rolling. And this is the rest area where I got the tea. And there's trucks everywhere. We're not supposed to be, because it only has parking for maybe 15-20 trucks. And of course this is a major freeway just 1 hour west of Toronto, and it's always crowded with trucks, because there's no truck stops over here. There was a truck stop, fifth wheel, a chain, fifth wheel truck stops. There was one in Milton, and then these guys shut down the entire Canadian operations, and I never saw them in US, so this was just a Canadian chain. So between here, between Cambridge and Mississauga, Ontario, there's no truck stops right on the freeway. Like the last one, like a real truck stop, is in where? In Ayr, Ontario, which is like 20 kilometers back. It's used to be Esso, now it's Flying J. Well, I'm driving on Regional Road 19 somewhere. I just passed Fergus, Ontario, and you see we're already starting to get lots of trees. I'm just 30 kilometers from Cambridge, or actually 40, and I got 32 kilometers or 20 miles to go. And the trick with these roads is that some smaller ones, they don't allow trucks on them. So you gotta read the signs. Like I just went on one road, it said 5 tons per axle maximum, but then below it says from March 1st till April something. So just basically for the spring thaw period. And empty, I weigh 20 tons. So, but even then, I should be okay, because that's less than 5 tons per axle. I have 5 axles. And you see, it snowed overnight. Now it doesn't snow, but the roads, they kind of plowed them. Yeah, they do seem plowed, but they didn't put salt. And so there's still all this mess. So I don't want to drive too fast unless I fold my rig in the ditch when I hit the brakes. Now I'm somewhere really close, 2.9 kilometers, 1.5 miles probably. I have to go on this road, and I just turned from a better road. So the closer I get, the more snow I see on the pavement. And so you can see this hasn't been even plowed. Look at my water. It was sitting overnight in this truck. It's full of ice. Well, how bad can it be, right? At least trucks are allowed on this stretch, but when I turn on this road, I look the other way, and there was a sign that said no trucks. So it's a good thing that I turned in here where trucks are already allowed. No traffic, no people. And I'm only 50 miles north of Cambridge, and maybe, I don't know, 40 miles northwest of Toronto or Brampton. And it looks like this is a gravel road. because I see little stones under the snow. Well, at least I'm not too concerned about traction because I got good tires on the back with very big tread. Beautiful. That's what it should look like on Christmas, but over here it was green Christmas, no snow. That's what I have today. It's a very old F600 Ford they're using for drilling, and it's pretty light. I asked the guys and they said this is just, I don't know, maybe 10,000 pounds, 15,000 pounds. So the truck is just 2-axle truck, so you know, I'm just used 4 chains, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, because this qualifies as heavy machinery over 10,000 pounds. You gotta have 4 chains, 4 binders, and we tied down the boom, and that's what it looks inside. Just a bench seat with a beautiful steering wheel. Everything is digital. Oh boy, those were the days. So this is a last century truck. Well, it still works. Yeah, it's 10 minutes to 12. So it took me, I left what, at 10:30? 11:30, so 1 hour 20 minutes. So faster than going that way for some reason. No, actually pretty much the same. So I'm in Cambridge. I just came back on these backwood roads, so from here it's freeway 401. Until now it was difficult, but from here it's 401 and it's only 180 kilometers, or 60 plus 50, 110 miles. And I'm gonna check the load, check my chains, and you know, it's the road are pretty bad, like lots of moisture. I need to check my windshield washer tank, because if it's goes below 1/3, it'll start beeping like crazy. You know, it's so bad you feel like you want to jump out of the truck, you know. And I'm gonna buy some food, because the GPS sent me. I thought I would stop at there's a rest area just west of Highway 6 on 401. And it shouldn't be too busy now, and you know, I thought I would get my some tea there, and maybe some super overpriced protein bars. And then the GPS sent me on Highway 24, and I thought, wait a second, so Highway 24 is Hespeler Road, and right at Hespeler and 401 there's this huge plaza with a Walmart, right? You can see it in the back there in my dirty mirror. So the food is much cheaper here, so I'm gonna go and get some you know, walnuts, some apples, you know, stuff like that. Maybe some lactose-free cheese, and keep trucking. So it should be there probably around 2:30, I'm thinking, just between 2 and 3. Just came back from Walmart. My brunch or lunch cost me $11.92 Canadian, which is not exactly cheap, you know. Some people say, why are you, you know, spending money in in restaurants. I go to a restaurant here, like I can get a garden salad with salmon, you know, grilled salmon. Last time I was there was 11 bucks. Well, plus of course you have to add tip, you know. So here's what you get in Canada for $11.92. And so lactose-free cheese, 130 grams, or what is it, 6 ounces, 5 ounces. I love that thing. A little bit of raw walnuts, a little bit of raw pecans, and a large box of blueberries from Chile. Okay, so now I'm gonna just do a very dangerous trick. Please don't do it at home. Just take the, you know, you gotta put this because they wanted to write the code. Like they have these bins with different nuts, and each bin is has a number code, like a 4-letter, like this one is 7474. So they wanted to do like this, write down the number, which makes it faster at the register. And I just mix them, put them in one bag, just hoping they're not gonna be an explosion. And that's it. So that's some healthy quick snack that I can, you know, nibble on even while driving. And sometimes they even add blueberries in there, and then it's like totally delicious, you know, because blueberries are a little bit like they taste like a lemon, right? Like there's some acid in them, and you add them to nuts. Outstanding. One thing I forgot, I wanted to buy windshield washer, but I checked my level. I was like 70% in my tank, and I still had one maybe 30% full bottle, so I just emptied that one. So now I have 100% full windshield wash, so it shouldn't give me trouble till I reach my destination. So now I'll just do my lunch and I'll be on my way towards Windsor, basically. The town is called Ridgetown, Ontario. And I'm at my destination. It's like, looks like a residential lot, or maybe farm lot, and they just bought it. See, there's no house, just some kind of barn. And over there there's a house. There's a house over there, but this is clearly the right place. So these guys bought this, or they are renting it for this stuff. So now I'm supposed to call the guy's phone number they gave me, so he can come over and help me unload and tell me where to park it. And I don't want to drive this thing because it's, you know, 1986. You know, the other guy drove it on, the shipper. Oh, and I have to email my dispatch saying that I arrived at the consignee. That's how we do it. Another happy customer, load delivered. Only now, of course, I gotta hustle again with these stupid boards. Well, and that's why they pay us the big bucks. Okay, all I got to do now is send an email to my dispatch saying that the load is delivered, and scan the bill of lading, but I asked the guy to sign, and I had one fuel receipt. And you can see the truck is over there in the distance. Now, how do I get out of here? Because I don't think the 401 is over there, the freeway. I have to go that way. But I'm pretty sure they don't connect, because I saw the other guy, he backed in here and then turned around. But it's too narrow for me. I don't think I can do it over here.